Alright, hello everybody. I hope you're all doing well. It's Monday. This is actually something I was thinking about last week, where I was looking through mods and I wasn't really sure what I wanted to play, and I was like, I could do some Packmaster. And like, I ended up finding a good one for last week in the Hog, but the Packmaster itch did get into me at that time, and now's a good time to fit it in. We've got we still have a few more weeks of Avatar, so no, like, push there. We'll be able to get in a few more drafts in a good way. And it's been a fun format, so I definitely will enjoy getting some more in on that. But it's just the itch, and as it sort of is, I mean, it's alliterated as Magic Monday, but in actuality, the spot is a card stream. So, yeah. It's actually going to be really funny because come March, the Lorman comes out in end of January. And March is TMNT. And then I think April or May. April is Strixhaven. But also in March is Slay the Spire 2. And I know that Slay the Spire 2 is going to eat. There won't be a reason to be doing mods. So. I did not see the announcement for that, no. I know that there was that there had been a couple of interviews about a Silksong DLC thing. They're like, yeah, it's something we know we're still doing things for. That's cool. That's exciting. I expected a Lifeblood or Godhome or something like that. Godhome being more big, Lifeblood being smaller, but a quality of life bit for Silksong. That's exciting. It was 11 minutes ago. I did not. Yeah, I'll have to check that out when we finish up with packs. In the meantime, one thing about Packmaster, we're running towards the end of our sets. I think I have 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. So let's jump on in while we're thinking about it. Alright, so we got our core set. We got Summoner's Spells, League of Legends pack that is heavy on support and offense and no defense. Okay. Runic Artifacts. Strange collection of mysterious artifacts, orbs and stances with runic knowledge. Okay. Cosmos Command. Exhaust cards to gain powers, keep control of distortion, and use varying cost to your advantage. And then we've got our 3 drafts we'll be getting. I think we might have seen Toxicity as an added bit. So, I'm sorry, is that packed by Mega Crit? I guess, like, does it mean that in the sense that it's just pulling poison cards from the silent, therefore the design of the game is the silent, not somebody putting the pack together? But, like, somebody had to, like, curate that. I guess Siege. Oh, Bard. I'm guessing this is probably based on that Bard mod we played a while back. Let me go with Siege. Shaman. feel like we've done Shaman. I know, again, Shaman was its own class. That's probably what I'm thinking of. Defy the restrictions of energy. Okay. Gives gold, makes it spendable in combat. Okay. Prismatic. Gate 1. We've played Gate 2 and Gate 3 before. Grift lands, Vault from the Void across the obelisk, and 1 step from Eden. Okay. And a Rip. I'm gonna go with Prismatic on this one. So. Yeah, Packmaster is wild. At this point, I think this is Packmaster 15 or 16 as far as videos go. 15 sounds about right. And I'm doing this with no duplicates. That's like the setup I'm doing. But if you just want to play Packmaster and have like these like fun combinations, even if it's like 1 or 2 you want to like make sure always show up, like there's the combinations of that are, you know, greater than the atoms in the universe sort of numbers. Ooh, okay. Round today. All right. Taking a curse. Soup. Okay. It's 2 elites every way I go. Every single path leads to 2 elites because 1 elite, except for this, I could bypass here. 2 elite, and then there's 2 elite, 2 elite. Like, so we've got 2 elites everywhere. Something like this. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, take this. Bop, 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 bop. And like, do I take that shop early, or do I just take a card? A curse for 14 HP. Do you know how many packs there even are? I'm just doing basic math. I'm like, I've picked 6. I've done 15 runs, which is about 100. There's like 20 still remaining. So like in the drop down, I read that as like about 120 plus. And like packs keep getting added to Packmaster too. So, I think I'm just gonna take the card and take this route. Channel 1 Glyph. Draw 1 card. Persist 2. Orb. At the start of your turn, gain 1 block and deal 1 damage to a random enemy. When evoked, deal 3, gain 3. Or 3 blocks. Okay. And Persist only discards after a certain number of uses each turn? Huh. So I can play this 3 times and get 3 glyphs. Draw 2 cards, enter Ancient. If you exited another stance, draw 2 more cards. Stance, if you have less than 6 plated armor at the start of your turn, gain 2 plated armor. When you leave this stance, gain an artifact. And Shrapnel, your attacks apply 1 Vuln and 2 Ignite per 10 unblocked damage, and Ignite is poison that doesn't go down. Okay. Stances and orbs. This is like really powerful if we find any focus at all. I'll pick Exploring Ruins. So like, we have right here, we can go like Oh, no, we want to defend. I know we'd take one. When it's early fights like this, we're always... Of course I'd go. I love to explore ancient ruins, you know me. So... That's one part of it, Spruceus, but it's not just 119, 118, 117, 116, 115, 114. There's also, you can change how the packs are picked. You can have them be 6 random, you can have them be choice of choice, you can have them be set, like, there's there's a lot of, like, specific combination pieces that are, like, there. Some packs only might appear with other mods installed. I have not done, like... I haven't done any of that. Right now, if you take a look at the mod list, I just have Packmaster and Packmaster Packs on. I don't have, like, any combination pieces. Okay. Sideboard. Deft Barrier. Sure. Apply Distortion. Creatures with Distortion lose HP when a card is exhausted, then lose 1 Distortion. This is probably just fine anyway. Sure, I'll take Cosmos Command. Again, just 10 all seems like a fine starting point. Pop, defend, cardistry. So, Amplify spends extra energy if you have it, so it's like a forced kicker, or like an X spell. But like, yeah, you can, oh, it even shows the +1. That's cute. That's a really nice visual for how that card's gonna work. Shrapnel. Cosmos Command. Whenever you play a card of 2 cost or greater, including Amplify, gain a strength. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. That's pretty cool. We already have a Rummage in the starting deck, and Rummage plays really well with this. Yeah, again, like, rough math estimate is, like, so many possibilities, right? Okay. I love doing, like, rough, like, you know, like, napkin math sort of thing. It's a very important thing in my mind. I want, like, defend, strike, cardistry, refract. And then we draw the refract again. Put up the glyphs. These are free stats. Alright, 14 incoming, fine. Whatever, boss. If I go... Strike Refract, that'll do it. Thank you. Rope Trick. Apply 5 Distortion, gain 6 block. Okay. Another Prismatic Barrier. Gain 7 block if you've played a different color card this turn. Exhaust. Oh, you know what? Sure. That's pretty easy for us to turn on. Whoa, you're big. Let's duplicate the rummage at you. What packs do we have? Hovering over the book. We have Cosmos, Command, Prismatic, Royalty, Runic Artifacts, Siege, and Summoner Spells. Right now we have a couple one-offs from each. Side note about not Packmaster Packs? Oh. Let's see what that meant. Different Packmaster Packs are not different colors. Oh, okay. So, like, we need weird stuff? I'm sure the other cards in this class must generate then. That's fine. We can, like, this is a better defend. We'll just eat a defend at a later point. Let's go... like... defend, refract. Yeah, from the Prismatic Shard, I'm guessing, like, ways of getting cards from, like, Silent Ironclad and such, but I'm guessing we're gonna have, like, Discover effects, right? Ooh, this is terrifying to look at. Take a little bit of damage for that. Okay, so then we can explore ruins. Defend. Crack that. Okay. So we want to remove the, like, a defend first because we added a normal defend. Okay, we got the refract. That's gonna be... So let's go heat energy, refractor. Turns on the beam. Whenever a card is exhausted, reduce this by 1, deal 3. Well, I have exhaust cards. Yeah. Snowball strike, snowball dash. That's cute. Gain 10 block if you don't have blur, gain blur, and rip trick. This is cute offense. I'm gonna pick a cute offense card. Offense is one of the things you do need to have in a space like this. Let's go... like... 1... 2... Barrier Cardistry Refract. Okay. So, we get to kind of get through our deck faster with this, but okay, now we need, like, offense. I don't think I have enough offense to, like, well... $13... Okay, so we take a little bit of lumps here, but we're fine. We're gonna get the snowball from the dash. And hopefully we have enough damage to just take you down. I want to find focus for these. These are really underwhelming until we find focus stuff, in which case they become, like, incredible. God, it's nice to have that beam. I don't... Ooh, bottled flame. Okay. Rope trick. Another prismatic barrier. I'm picking up more prismatic barriers. Do I want a smithing hammer? I don't hate upgrading cards. That's always really nice. We're still looking for different color cards. I'll take a smith hammer. Kind of early on this. Think of that. All right, let's get into throw some more doubt, huh? You know, it'll all be worth it. It'll all be worth it.
You want it?
Many as one. Put all different color cards in your discard pile into your hand. So individual enemies gain vigor equal to the half the unblocked damage.
I see in the bottom
Tactical
right a mummified hand.
Yeah. We do, in fact, have a mummy hand right here. Pay 10 gold. Stratagem. Enemy loses 9 strength this turn. Next turn, gain 1 hired support. This turn, the next card costs 10 gold per.
Interesting.
Okay. And then Shell Forge. Okay.
Bombs?
Let's get that mummy hand, and like I'm priced into this. Okay.
You know, weirdly, I actually believe I remember seeing the siege cards before.
I think we had so some of these I only take a pack off the list if we have the hat.
If you chose the pack
Yeah.
and have the hat. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, makes sense. I think these might have popped up later on. You know what? I think there was a thing where you were able to get a booster to add another one to your deck, and you chose Siege.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
There are a few relics specific to Packmaster that will do that, where it's like, okay, here's I'm still probably taking that route.
Bag of Prep or Key?
I'll take
Bag of Prep is really good.
Especially like Mummy Hand makes that
Yeah.
a much better. Yeah, I also remember the Siege cards being slightly different than this. Okay, so we're gonna go Hammer, pass. The good old
Wasting time on Lagavulin to upgrade your deck. Makes sense to me. Ooh, channeled Glyph.
Yeah, this is 1 block and 1 damage. The card itself can be played 2 times a turn and also replaces itself. I'm in the I'm hoping we find like focus, because this is a very powerful bit if we have focus for it. Right?
Yeah, if it's free, like, X damage, X block, because you have high values of focus, then that would be quite good. But at 1, it's quite weak.
Okay, there we go. So amplify that it's noting is just like, basically it's when you play a card that spends 2. Amplify here from Cosmos commands at Refract Energy has a secondary effect that will auto spend this extra energy to do this if possible. So. Okay. So the thing I'm looking for is that we get to have 3 glyphs starting this fight. Well, I'll take 2, that's fine. Ooh, damn, okay. Alright, Snowball. We are looking for... Block. Block. Spend that. And we'll take 1. Okay. Okay, I think we've got the kill the next 2 turns here. We're gonna take a little bit of a lump, but here we've got... What do you upgrade to? 16, okay. Cool. Reasonably clean Lagavulin. Suppress. Okay. And the backpack smack. This is like defensive offense. I always like that sort of thing. Upgrades to 2 weak. Yeah, I'll grab a copy of this. 2 cost attacks have a little bit more power in our deck because of the heat engine.
I love the phrase defensive offense. Just, I know exactly that it's a completely straightforward phrase.
Mm-hmm.
But also, it's in reference to the dodge from Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, right?
Absolutely. Dodge offset.
The silliest name for a dodge move in video game history.
That you have to buy.
That you have to unlock it. Yeah. That was just standard for Platinum Games for some reason.
I know. Wonderful 101's the one I think of that's like...
Especially because there's...
The biggest pain on that.
Wonder Spring or something, right?
Yeah.
To do that, and it's like... on Wonder Spring and Wonder Flan, both of which do not read as, this is the dodge move, this is the block move.
Right.
You have to unlock. I want to say in the Switch release, they actually... They made those default.
Okay,
so.
That would make sense. So looking at cards in here, Pile of Miracles.
It's a lot of miracles.
Which, first time a card is amplified, gain 1. Hiring specialists is like a small backflip, but it gives you
a energy like decrease cost for next turn, but it's a gold cost instead. So
yeah, well, it's this turn even on this card.
It's this turn. My bad.
The other card we had was like give it to you next turn. That was what this one was.
Right.
I also could just like remove a defend here, which wouldn't be the worst because we've added a couple pieces to this deck.
Bombs?
You've added 2 blocks, it looks like. Unless card is free. No, wait, it was only 1 block, but that's fine.
I believe in perfect clarity. Alright.
It pays for itself upon being played, you know? And miracles get to be retained.
Yeah, that's fine. I will pay 1 card out of my deck for 14
For
health.
14 health? Hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Upgrades that matter here. 4 miracles. Yeah, the miracles retaining does make that. Upgrading the smithing hammer because we put this in the... Upgrading heat engine to make this 2 strength every time we play a 2 cost is probably...
That's really good.
Like, that was the reason I picked up
Worth noting, yeah, one of the reasons why you picked up the perfect clarity, so it pays for itself as just 2 free strength at that point. That's probably better, like, for now.
Yeah. Alright. One last... Okay, sure. We haven't had a fight out of one of these, so... And here's our million draw.
Draw a million. One of the demons.
13 damage plus 8 damage plus... It's fine, we can go... And technically, this is better damage. The snowball strike is a neat one because it gives you like a shiv basically on the follow-up turn. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be awkward.
Oh, the chance of rolling that being reduced to 0.
Yeah. Okay.
You're good though.
And then that does count as a off-color card. Miracles.
Well, that makes sense. They're
colorless.
Watcher
Like,
cards.
yeah.
Actually, if I remember right.
Yeah, these come
They're
from
colorless, but they come from Watcher.
yeah, like Watcher's relic. Okay, so
Yeah.
this card exhausts itself but gives us some plate armor. If we've played an off-color card, being able to hold these miracles makes that a higher payout now. Okay. Well.
Yes, that choice was good.
Yeah. All right, so we care about high-cost stuff.
Yeah, 2-cost cards are of high value. Technically, it asks you just to play if you paid 2 or more for the card, right?
Yeah, if I wanted to backpack smash, and it is cost 2 or greater, which I interpret as how much you're spending for the card.
That's what I interpret that as well, although I'm not sure how that interacts with X cards.
And synergy is 2 other packs in hand, which, how are we looking on that? Oh, we're actually very wide. Cosmos, Siege, Summoner Spells, Prismatic.
If you have the
Core.
miracles out, that might count as well. I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
I think those do. I'll grab a copy. Alright. And then 51. Lame, but whatever. I think then the upgrades either want to be like suppressed for week 2 because week 2 is a lot more powerful than week 1. Or perfect.
Or of course, you have your hammer in your hand at all times.
Yeah.
Starting. Having that upgraded would just be good, but does it increase the number of things it upgrades? It doesn't.
No, it just makes it hit one more time, which is good, mind you. Like
that's good for having high strength, like we're gonna plan on having. But
yeah,
you can hold off on it, I think.
Yeah, I think especially for this, if we can hit suppress on the correct turn, on turn 2, that is, we just don't take damage, and I would like that. We have cardistry to try to like force that to happen. Okay, we also have weak vuln from that. Huh.
I guess you want to not play all of your packs worth of cards then.
Yeah, so I think what I want to do is hold the... I want to play Smithing Hammer, I think, for upgrading the hand. Alternately, we could play Rummage and see if we draw into... Okay, free defend.
If you're gonna get the weak on, you have to have it be X equals 2. Yeah.
Yep. So we get the weak. That's a good active here. Okay. Perfect clarity. Because then we can go at least prismatic barrier this a little bit. We'll lose the plated armor, but it will block a little heftier there.
Yeah, you're blocking half of it now.
Okay. Let's go refract with the amplify. Spend a miracle. Get the amplify gives it distortion, which is like a burn when we exhaust a card.
Gotcha.
And then we can play this, and that's a second activation of our +2 strength. So I will take 2. Not gonna spend the miracle to block 2 damage. We'll get more use out of it later. Rummage. Let me draw this.
That ship's quite good right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's plus. Effectively, we're getting 2 hits. Wonder if Chemex makes X equal 2 on 0 energy. Oh, that's an interesting. Okay. Sadly, because we failed to draw the smithing hammer in specific, this is not active, but it's still fine because it's like an X spell.
We could also do science with it. See if it counts as, at X equals 2 for amplify.
Yeah, I think it should. So, yep, there it goes.
Excellent.
Okay.
And I mean, if you defend, you block most of this stuff.
Yeah, these are 12 now. Alright. Technically, the strikes are better. Okay. We have very strong scaling offense now. That's great. Whenever-
So that does mean that like anything that's 2 cost actually just has higher value for you.
Yeah, and also energy relics, I think, and like things like that to make sure that we're able to pay for these.
Yeah, to pay them.
Okay, whenever you change stances, channel a random orb. Enter Runic. Runic. At the start of the turn, add a card that channels an orb to your hand with Ethereal and Exhaust. Gain 1 focus when exited.
You did get rid of that card that wanted focus for what it's worth.
Yeah. I also, this is a 1-cost power.
It is a 1-cost power, which is good for Mummy Hand, yeah.
Yeah? God
Oh, that kicks ass.
God damn.
Draw 4 cards, it's only good for you. Whoa!
Whoa. Yo, like I'm imagining on the turn 1 where we have Haversack plus Bag of Prep, we have an 8-card hand, right? Like,
Yeah, like that's phenomenally good.
also makes sense that Flash is the rare out of this pack. These are League of Legends abilities. And Flash is the point-to-point one-use teleport every few minutes that lets you get out of... Yeah, it's your... Like, lets you get out of bad situations or make your opponent burn their Flash to chase you. Play on All for One. Which... All of our off-color cards right now are not... The Exhaust. So this is Flash versus the Obelisk. This does do a thing immediately where, like, it sets up whenever we change stances, channel an orb, and then it changes into a new stance. This is just silly, though. We have Mummy Hand.
Flash is really silly.
The upgraded Flash is the silliest, where it's just like, yeah, whatever. Gain 3,
I mean,
draw
I would
3.
not be able to resist picking Flash, personally.
The call of the Mummy Hand is too strong. I must answer the Ancient Obelisk.
That's fair.
Ooh. Oh, you are. That's tempting. Also, Calling Bell is always tempting, too. We're on 4 and 4 still?
You know in your heart that you desire to remove all strikes and defense.
I always want to... If we had picked...
Open up Pandora's box. Return. Give every danger to humanity.
Imagine if we had picked Flash. Alright. Give me hope. What do we got? So, all enemies lose HP equal to 3 times their distortion. Okay. That's very strong if we can get distortion. Deals 17 damage for 2. Affected by focus 8 times?
This is a card that was good that you picked up that,
Holy shit.
that orb thing.
8? And lock on. Hey! Yeah? It's Courier Dryad. I thought that All for One art was a magic card, but I couldn't pin it. Now I'm certain it is. Ghosting Maelstrom. Whenever you play a card while you're holding 6 or more cards, deal 5 to all enemies.
Imagine if you picked Flash.
God. I mean, Flash Ghost, Ghost as the ability is just like up your move speed for a few seconds. So your 2 abilities for escaping would be that, making sense that they would combine. Well, this is a good upgrade on a defend. This is a good upgrade on a strike. The Eye of Ra.
Curse of Ra!
This hands off 2 focus, lose focus next 2 times you play an attack. Okay, the only card I'm not...
What's an upgrade?
I think the upgrade on this goes to 6/6 on the numbers.
No, I meant for the Eye of Ra.
Oh,
Does it make it so you only lose focus the next time to 2, or...?
let's take a look. 3 and 3.
Okay, so it does actually increase the downside as...
Yeah, this is the thing you'd want Artifact from, and I know, like, one of the stances was, like, when you leave it, Artifact. God. So we lost a bit of defense. That's something we're going to need to pick up in the deck. We were already kind of low on it, but, like, damn if... Yeah, okay. Cool. I think Subspace is the only one I actively want to remove. I'll call that a pretty good turnout for Pandora's Box. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We can get 3. Looks like one of these routes is kind of the route here where, like, something like this. We can grab a shop at like $200. It's probably fine. Take this route, and then we get to, like, choose up here, like, how we're feeling. Okay. Let's get some defense added to the deck so we don't die to birds. Okay. Heat engine. Perfect player? No. then perfect clarity. You out of the air. I'm trying to... I know that bolt effect. I've heard that. I don't know if I flick here. I'd rather hold the miracle. Alright, so we have blur, so we'll hold on to some of this. Hopefully it's just like 2x coming from this bird over here. Okay, 13. Turn on the obelisk. Power of the obelisk. Get you off the board, please. And then I'm gonna play the Eye of Ra. Okay. It is time for the Eye of Ra. Yeah? Huh.
Straight up rainbow, huh?
Yeah. We have 2 focus right now, so, you know.
Yeah.
That's, like, pretty good.
Also, that bypasses flight for damage.
Yeah, okay. And then we can go prismatic barrier.
You have a large amount of strength and dex.
And then... Okay.
Pretty good.
Ooh. Okay, I gotta enter another runic spear. You know what? We got rid of a couple defends. Getting like an upgraded prismatic barrier seems like a fine thing to add a copy or 2 of in here.
Sure, yeah.
Want it?
They do tell me.
They will never be good here.
Okay. Retainer style. Selected card? Yeah, upgrades damage and selected card. Grapple. Oh, that's very funny. Both of these do have Ignite. I think I'm just going to go ahead and remove the subspace. We have 1 card that applies Distortion, and, like, it makes for a reasonable combo, because it's, like, 15 damage or so to all enemies, but It
in and of itself has exhaust, though, you know?
Yeah.
It's not really occupying that much of your deck to keep on in here.
Okay, so if I wanted to remove anything, is there anything else I'd want to get out of here? No, I actually am really liking the power we end up having in this deck, where if we were to be given a Snecko Eye, I would take it.
Yeah.
Like
Snecko would
two,
be like
two,
net,
two, 3.
mostly net benefit to you.
Oh.
Want it?
Would you?
Give me the juice.
My friend.
Give me the juice. Give me the juice. Hey, baseball. God, okay. Hammer first. Actually. Okay, so like. Then we clarity. And I'm gonna spend it all. First, we're gonna rummage. And then we're going to summon the power of Ra.
41's a pretty good amount of damage.
That's like Nameless King throwing a bolt at me, right?
I mean, it visually looks like one of Undyne's spears. So.
Sure, but like I'm sorry, the sound of it sounds like it sounds like Night 2.
I don't know what the sound's like because I can't hear it.
Oh, it's not coming through audio on your end?
Your side stream isn't up at all.
Oh, oops.
I didn't bother to mention it because of last week's
let's
on Friday's issue.
Let's start it back up. See if it's better for you.
Nope, it still has the same issue as last time.
Weird. That's...
For what it's worth, Discord side stream has been acting up and being weird for a lot of people lately. Like, it's... like, much higher CPU load and things like that for some people.
Interesting. Okay. Hello?
Well, that's really good.
What popped your head was first Dark Souls, not 3. I'm not even thinking of 3. I'm thinking of Night Rain. I'm specifically thinking of Night 2 or Nameless King's on my head.
That's a 2-cost card that gains 20 gold.
Yeah, I will gain. Yeah, good luck, buddy.
Feel free to confuse us. We'll love it, actually.
Nice.
We'll walk around not knowing
try.
what's going on, and we're gonna think it's the best.
Yeah, okay. I would take Snecko Eye with this deck. The draw 2 would even have like some pretty high value. Channel 1 Wanderbot. Okay. Well. Yeah, just deal 4 damage to the front enemy. And then we want to go attack. And we want to play Eye of Ra last. Zorge. I don't think we'll have to work too hard to force Mining Strike into place.
Our deck's not actually enormous yet.
Yeah, and we start with a lot of draw on turn 1. Huh. Yeah, that pack just has Korean Dryad. This is cute. I could upgrade it a lot more. We can probably do better. I'm gonna just pass on that, I think. Give me your money. Alright. So we've got Suppress in hand. Turn on the heat engine, see what comes out of that. Okay. Suppress is free. That means... And then... 5x2, not enough to knock you down. Flow of the... We're finding... These are from every single possible... Channel 1 Fire Spirit. Apply Ignite all enemies. Gain focus when invoked. Draw one card the first time you play a skill each turn. Okay. Ooh. Okay. This, and then Ghosting Maelstrom. Get you off the table. And then we can Prismatic Barrier.
You could have spent both miracles to play the Flow of the Sword.
Yeah.
It would have been a.
We would have made it the other card free. Yeah.
Yeah.
More Wonderbots, Snowball. Okay, you need to get out of here. Let's go ahead and... I like just being given a free orb card every turn. That gets pretty nasty pretty quick.
Love a good orb on a day. You know?
Yeah. Also, we have 12 strength right now, huh?
Yeah, you gain a lot of strength, like really quick.
Yeah. Okay. The upgrades on the powers to make them a little more easy to fit into turns is pretty nice. Second orb on the obelisk is also really good. Let's get these a little cheaper. Alright, and then we have to make a decision on left or right. Ooh, here we go. Spin. That. Yeah! Treasure. Okay. It's like mildly awkward because we don't know what we're... Ink bottle. Yeah, like we have a couple cards that facilitate ink bottle, perfect clarity, and like the mummy hand, but like this is also like a fine time to get that key out of here. So, oh hello, hey jerks. Okay, that's all the spitting we're getting here. Okay. It's interesting. I think the glyph, a lot of the glyph stuff seems to be like very light on attacks. Sure. Free orbs. I want that. I want to put that runic thing in a bottle so I have that on turn 1.
Do strongly appreciate that it's just pack orbs.
Orbs.
That's all it is. It's just orbs.
It's orbs.
All orbs. You like yourself an orb, we like ourselves an orb.
10x my focus.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
You should say no to orbs in general. But that doesn't mean I don't do orbs anyway. You know?
I am continually pondering orbs. It's a... Oh, sweet. Wow.
Pear. You were so healthy and so full of fruit.
Ooh. Okay. Oh, this is also neat. Just like, look, here you go. Just block on the turn, and all your block overflows. Like, it's fine. Alright, I think we're good enough that we can take the... the elite. Alright. We've made the Centurion angry. Getting a Chemex for that would be nice. Hey! I know that card art. That's a 2/2 first strike with Bushido 1. Seven damage, add a Shiv to your hand. Oh, because the Shiv is off color. That's cute. That's a cute way of playing multi-hit stuff as well. Yeah, I'll take the Kitsune.
Kitsune Blade Master. Right.
Yes.
Okay, I
Yeah,
was just double checking myself about what card
Yeah,
that was.
a good old white 2 for a 2/2 Bushido 1 first strike, which like that card was
That's actually pretty good.
that card would
on
still
rate,
be
yeah.
that card would still be on rate today in like limited. I'd still be fine with that card.
Yeah, I mean, when it blocks, it blocks as a 3/3, so that's a 3/3 first strike for 3. That's pretty solid.
Perfect. And then play that and put it back on top of the deck. Hello?
Channel 1 Frost.
Uh-huh. So this is from a deck that had like you would have these gems, and then you can see on the gem keyword there you like add them in to
So the effects in quotes are the mechanics you added to them.
Yeah.
You modified it.
you'd make the clunk noise, and then
Yeah.
if I go, it does still channel 1 Frost. That's
yeah,
good.
it makes sense. The things in quotes are just that's a marker, is what it is. So you
Sweet.
play another card, you draw 2, gain 2. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we can play the mining
That
strike.
form is really, really strong. Clearly.
Yes, it is it's the base core set form, and it is the oh my god, focusterity,
Flocus.
Flocus, yeah,
Yeah.
huh.
Or Floxterity if you want to include the Flexterity part of it. Its defense, it doesn't just Flocus, it also does the channel. Lantern making your first turn even better. and
Yeah.
It's already ridiculously good. Is
with
really
bag
good.
of prep and that, and the haversack doing as well. Like that's a really good opening. Sometimes the flower lines up there too.
Locus of the Crocus. That's tragic.
All right, let's get 2 orbs out of the obelisk. Oh, hey, buddy. So, like... Ghosting... Quirion Dryad...
Prevent clarity.
Yeah, because that adds a bunch of cards to the hand for the power that wants us to be. And then...
If you Smithing Hammer, that has a chance to hit the Miracles, which makes them go from 1 to 2 energy.
So, like, how much of the rest of the hand can we get out? This makes 2 shivs. This
You can play everything enough that you can get like at least one of them will get upgraded.
Yeah, and then easy.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll just pass. Secret is the Packmaster Packs just sometimes have Ironclad, Silent, etc. cards. Huh. Okay. That's cute. Speak of the devil and it appears, huh?
Mm-hmm.
We found our dodge offset.
Got unrelenting form over there on the far right too.
Yeah. We also have
Get heat engine as soon as you can just win, right?
Yeah,
Good point. Always got to keep that in mind.
Yeah,
you can
it's just like
always
lethal
choose to
damage.
win
I
instead.
did think about like, do I want to like sit around and like try to draw the mining strike again? But it's like, whatever.
You can just fucking kill them.
False grid. That's cute.
Fun twist on True Grit.
Yeah. I don't know that I truly want 2 copies of this. I just know that
It's expensive. The first one is doing fine on its own.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, having multiple stacks, but
And also, like, Mummy Hand makes things a little more forgivable.
it is a power. That's true. The only issue is that it's a 3-cost power, which is...
We already have 2 of those in the deck?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm in. Just get this out of the way now. Hey,
I
buddy.
mentioned this ages ago, but traditionally I like to get all of those in Act 1.
Yeah.
For no particular reason beyond enjoying doing so.
I tend to... I tend to usually take this one at the second to last bonfire. But, like, I don't feel like I have a card that I'm super needing to upgrade right now, so... It's, like, fine. Okay, sweet. I will take the backpack back on the top. Interesting. So if I want the backpack smack to work, I have to play it before the Dryad. Okay. I think that prevents an equivalent amount of damage. Perfect. Hmm. I'm just gonna throw the whole of that, like... Well, if you're gonna throw 3 Vol and 3 Weak on me, I'll throw 3 Vol and 3 Weak on you. Hello? That's a card and a half. Cool. Let's try to upgrade it. Okay, well. So then we're going to discard a card, which brings us to 2 cards left, getting us back this.
I like that as the unceasing top visual effects.
Yeah. Like, hey, if you could just play cards out of your hand, you should probably do so.
Look at the titanic number of buffs you've got.
2 bars.
2 bars, you scroll over yourself, and you have 4 columns of buffs.
Oh, hold on. Go back into the Eye of Ra. Chill. And then let's fire.
Gain a potion. When you use a potion, draw 2 cards, pick up, gain a potion slot, and 75 gold.
Okay.
10 damage to a random enemy twice. Deals double damage to enemies that intend to it. Okay, so on a boss fight that's attacking you, this deals 40 damage baseline.
Yeah, 60 on the upgrade, and it has double X strength. Also,
Yeah.
this just gives us a potion slot on pickup.
Yeah, so this is actually just a permanent upgrade when you grab it. It also gives you 75 gold.
Yeah, thanks. Well.
No Snecko, Coffee Dripper's fine.
Yeah,
You
Coffee...
don't rest anyway.
Right. It's so rare that I ever rest at a... Alright, 1, 2... 4 on the left-hand side?
Hell yeah. Let's do it.
And then... What's the bet? And then we have... Oh, we even have a great on-ramp. And a shop
Yeah,
up here.
3 events and a shop. This is a phenomenal path.
Yeah. Hey, buddy. Okay, so we gotta go ghosting, clarity. Might as well take the blur. Okay. We also have a card in our deck that gains the gold to pay that.
Mm-hmm. Damn. These are both really exciting, I'll be honest. I think Perfect Clarity Plus is the more definitively obviously good for you, but Grab Bag
Could be anything.
is random cards. Could be anything.
Channeled an orb, double damage.
It could be even any of the discontinued Beanie Babies. It could be Glory.
Glory!
I don't know why that went in my head immediately. I think it's because of the art.
Because
On
it's a bunch
Grab
of it's a bunch of Beanie Babies.
Yeah.
Glory. It could be anything, except for it couldn't be a. Okay, well, yeah, I'll take the hit for this. Okay. Finesse is free as heck.
Yep. Panacea is actually useful as well. Yeah.
Yeah, because the thing about Panacea is this.
It can block the runic the runic debuff.
And if we could just
The
get
Eye of Ra debuff.
yeah. Also, these are all different color cards, huh?
I suppose so. Yeah. They're common cards, which are different from basic cards.
This is the Watcher's mission. All right. Sweet. Thanks.
Free upgrade? Sure. Why not?
Two energy, two cards on that is pretty big.
2 energy in particular makes that quite a lot better, I feel like.
Yeah. Ghost upgrades to 2 cost. Okay. Take the Unrelenting Form upgrade.
Ghost of Maelstrom at 2 is also actually makes that much more playable.
Yeah.
All right. What's in the bag?
Because like every time we play a card where we're over 6 or over, we get, you know, the extra hits here.
Yeah.
I got bonked for one. Think twice. Ooh, upgraded Snowball Strike is 2 dashes. Interesting.
Ooh, that's quite good. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, buddies. We don't need to alchemy today. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Oof-ah, we can get some
That
real
can be
nonsense.
Any potion. All right, let's go.
Okay, that's kind of hilarious, to be real with you.
That is so many. That's so many orbs. What's going on?
I don't know.
You should probably spend that, because you can get wide potions. You should probably spend that that potion. There's only a card in your hand, right?
Yeah, it's only a card in our hand. I want to wait. I want to draw Perfect Clarity or Ghosting Maelstrom are the two that I'm currently looking for the upgrade on, because the 4th Miracle's big, and 2 cost of this is big. I would also take Eye of Ra if we had to spend that way.
Sure. Jawworm dealing 14 damage.
Yep.
Oh, there's Maelstrom.
And then we get our Snowball. There we go.
Exactly the situation I was thinking of.
Yeah, I know. Alright. Okay. Yeah? Okay, alright.
Are you allowed to target a card that has been upgraded
Upgraded.
already because it's been upgraded from Apotheosis?
I honestly don't know. Looking through what we've got left here. And then Snowball. What's the best card design in Slate-Spire? Why is it reach heaven through violence? It's such a cool card. Yeah? 2 plasma, huh?
2 plasma. Plasma.
I will take that. What the hell? After play a skill, deal 2 damage. Okay. And then... Are you kidding me?
Well, you can get another potion.
Those are the 3 cards I named aloud that I wanted to upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well,
You had the opportunity to upgrade Ghosting
I did,
Maelstrom,
I
but
did.
decided you wanted to do the other one first.
I know. It's fine.
Hey, there you go. Now you really never need to rest because you just gained health anyway.
Yeah, now we can... You know, there we go. Alright, okay. Well... Oh, hey, buddy.
I've always felt like the head doesn't really deserve to be an elite.
There... It checks a specific style of deck a little bit. I don't know. Like, it checks like it's like a turn check, you know? You can't just sit around and grumble for 8 turns waiting for...
Well, the thing is that you can, though. He doesn't do anything half of his turns, basically. Like,
Oh my
honestly, it's... Oh, nice.
That keeps the... Interesting. Yeah, because it takes 5 turns for, you know... And then on the turns,
Like,
it's
yeah.
only ever weak or attack for, you know, a chunk.
It's like you have to be a deck that's so slow that it wouldn't function at all at this point anyway.
Act 3 is way easier than Act 2. I believe that. I agree with that. That's whenever you enter Wrath.
You're not really very likely to enter Wrath, but that's fine.
This is an active because synergy is packed. Yeah, because it is a very specific like ask of like, oh, all of a sudden like, you know, hey, can you actually play a fast enough game? Your deck, like, I understand the ask of it at least. It's rare that it ever does anything more, that it ever gets to its, you know. But like that's sort of like the design philosophy on the different like mini bosses and bosses, is that they're there to like hit you for what different styles of decks. Okay. Let me draw. Ooh, nice. It does share a lot of... It shares an ethos with the heart, too. At least, like, the enrage timer on it is similar. I'd love to just hit you with Undyne's Lightning Spear. Ooh. Never say no to that. What? Oh, exhaust a
Oh, you exhaust a copy of the cards. The card doesn't get exhausted, but a card does get exhausted.
Yeah, I understand. Finally, the smithing hammer is an upgrade.
The smithing hammer, a card that randomly upgrades, got upgraded randomly via card
that randomly upgrades
to attacks.
Randomly. Well, we've got ghosting with the grab bag, so we have infinite.
Like infinite crowd control.
Yeah. Ooh, ooh. Yeah? Let's go. Okay. Ruins explored. Doing lightning damage at all in DS1 makes that crackly noise. Yeah, I just associate it with like a lightning spear going off is the mental association I have for that specific. This is a potion that says draw 6? Okay. And then we just have snowballs. Huh. That's a hell of a barricade, huh? Like, just... And we have run...
Much shorter, it has a much shorter, smaller breathing hole. Like, accessible breathing hole than Bin Laden did.
Yeah. Not lying down here. And we have run from Boulder. Yeah, okay.
Gotta love tungsten rod.
Indeed.
Oh, hell yeah.
Huh.
Make your choice.
You get one of the, like, 2-cost attacks that have, like, a secondary effect from... I assume the upgrade is they're all... Yeah, they're all... The choice cut.
Wait. Hold on. Uppercut plus Doom and Gloom plus. Not Doom and Gloom plus, just Doom and Gloom plus.
And then reach heaven.
Yeah. Reach is unupgraded, but heaven is.
It's like an Orzhov card.
It looks like an Orzhov card.
Yeah. I don't immediately clock it. Like, I like the almost Gilgamesh level of weaponry we have going on here. That's good. Alright. Got a shop with $750. Eh. We got a shop with $1,500.
Pretty good.
Akabeko's a free buy. Anything I want out? Maybe the flick? I don't know, that's like fine. The unupgraded runic spear?
Rope.
Oh, the unupgraded grab bag is 1. Okay.
It's yours, my friend.
Alright. We have all the money going into the Act 4 shop, so...
I'm actually just using Scryfall's, like tagger system to look at all cards tagged with Orzhov.
Okay.
Trying to find that. Haven't found it yet. Did get reminded about how good the art on Night of Obligation is.
I think I just want to pass here. I don't want to risk the swap right now.
I don't see it.
Okay. Alright, now we're free to grab bag. Yeah, you'd think at some point I'd have to, like, play a card that deals damage, but I might just not have to. Okay. Crunch. Phew. Whew. Just start a combat. Gain $9. We only have, I think, like one more fight for that to matter. It's also an 8 damage, 0 cost. I think the logistics. Oh, hang on. I guess we have 4 fights. Well, I was gonna say I don't think there's a Gilgamesh tag in Scryfall, but there absolutely has to be a Gilgamesh tag for, you know.
Over multiple arms, basically.
No, just to say for Gilgamesh proper, showing up in art, at least an art tag.
That's fair. I did find it. It's Armory Automaton.
Okay.
That card in question. From Commander 2016. Does have an alternative reprint in Final Fantasy Commander as one of those like robots in Final Fantasy VII that is like got the front of a steam engine, but a pair of like legs and guns on the for arms. I forget what those are called.
Oh, I have the
Sweepers.
yes. They're like
Yeah.
this is cute. If exhausted, add a copy of it to your hand with bonus damage. Sweeping. Uppercut, and then we have dies to poison or a mining accident.
Mining accident as a euphemism for poison. Or the other way around, poisoned by rocks.
Sure, this is the one that had the stance that gives
Importantly, it's another stance.
Yeah.
Of which you only have the one right now, and you are supposed to be rewarded for swapping.
right, and we just don't have the swapping going on. Okay. Oh, well.
The shapes.
Shapes arrived. Wow, this is a nice looking hand. Play that to force this. And then spend a miracle, play the grab bag.
Want some more miracles?
When you scry and gain 3 block. We got a combo going.
Yeah.
It's free block.
Well, your hand is entirely free now. But you're also going to draw 2 cards if you
Yeah,
spend
we
one
have
of the
the
miracles.
top there, so. Okay. God, and we got plasma on our random orb.
You also could have, drawn 3 cards. You did have the potion.
Oh, true. That's true. Enter aggression. Yeah, that's just more damage, huh? Right, we had...
It's safe wrath.
Yeah, we had this in a previous pack. Okay. Huh. I counted it as a 2.
Odd.
I guess
It may be because you had 2 left.
because we had 2 left, yeah. Done. This is kind of dismantling here.
Yeah, this setup turns out is starting to pop off a little bit.
Yeah. Hello.
A lot of snowballs.
Snowball. 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 Snowball.
First mission of Final Fantasy Tactics Advance be like.
Yeah. Well, that leaves us here. It's time to place your bets. Where do you think this one's going to land? What do you think the point total is going to be? We had a pretty nice one going here. Like,
Oh, A-back. Different from normal.
Yeah, Betamax are taking the A back because we know the A cab's taken. I'm a quick step
I think
away.
I actually overbet a little bit, but we'll see.
All right, I'll be right back, and when I get back, we'll see what the total is.
We only have 30 cards in deck. I'm sneaking this statement in between the time that Slio goes back. It has nothing to do with anything. The brass on the finish of my like folding knife that I use as just a general use cutting things open knife is, you know, slowly brass black tarnishing as brass is likely to do so, which is just it's getting an oxide that gives it a patina that's slightly dark. It's There's one part of it that's just not doing it though, which is interesting. I wonder why.
All right. Well, who knows what the pack will hold next? 1108.
Oh, I was
You were,
so
oh, you were,
close.
you were
I
7
thought I went
over.
a little. So I went slightly over, and if I had like thought about it a little bit more, I would have gotten a little bit less. Which is why I said before you left, I think I overbet. I was so close though. Dang.
I
Alright.
think I see Strange MD at 1054,
Yeah.
and that looks like the closest here. I see a couple others in the thousands, but Strange MD, congratulations. That's
If
your
you
victory.
just picked up 2 more items, I think 2 more cards, I think I would have gotten it. Yeah.
Very close though. Yeah, this one had a ton of elites, and like we were on Ascension 1.
A ton of elites was, and also your 104 I think is high enough to get a skill 8-point bonus. Your high health.
All right. Shrug. I'm not really. None of these are that big. All right. Big shop. We got about 800 bucks going in. Oh my god. Yeah.
Horn Cleat and Captain's Wheel. The two more useful of those.
I might just take the kit too.
Yeah. And the kit's actually very good against the heart, so.
It's yours, my friend. It's yours, my friend.
Yeah, okay.
Just buy out the relics and move on.
This is cute.
Want it?
Yeah, not quite enough to do a removal, but I also don't know what I'd pull out because, like, we removed all the...
You got rid of all your strikes and defense already, so.
Okay,
Oh, that does apply then, because you you change stance, and that whenever applies to that first instance of it as well. Good to know.
okay.
Hey, weak potion's good against the heart.
Yeah, like, that one is great to just be able to apply. Doing that mostly to get the artifact off. Okay. So you're coming in for Fire Spirit.
Bit expensive. But you do have the heat engine.
Yeah, heat engine means that's fine for us. And in turn apply to evoke getting a focus. Okay. Yeah.
Pretty good.
This is on Discovery, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Random enemies? They still tend to attack, though.
And it is free.
Yeah. Can, like... And we can suppress you to make sure we're just not taking damage here. I'm taking one?
You're taking one, yeah, because it doesn't take into account.
There we go. Gain one block. Okay. $17 remaining. Pretty easy to... Oh, I know that one. That's a
Plasma.
wall from, is that Ravnica Allegiance in that era? Like War of the Spark? Those all kind of bleed into the same set for me. The IRA, that's quite nice.
Heavy blade. Pretty good when you have 9 strength.
Crunch. Oh. You know, I think I'm willing to pay 10 gold for this.
Fair. 10 gold to tutor 2 cards from your discard. Sounds
Yeah.
pretty good.
Alright, let's get the heat engine
I think
on.
we got Tungsten Rod to not care about the beat right now.
Yeah. Yeah. You got it, boss.
Love generating plasma.
Gonna play the defensive planning. The reason I wanted to play that is because it wasn't an upgraded card. I want this to try and hit, Fine. No, the miracle.
Tactic reroll, pick it back up.
Oh, that's true. We get to and I get to redo. Yeah, let's do it before. Okay, then I want to. Okay. Sure. Tuh.
All right, there's Apotheosis and Corruption.
Oh, and corruption.
Oh, man. And Bias Cognition's also pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
You have the 2 plasma. You're gaining 2 extra energy at the start of the next turn anyway.
Yeah, I can go like. There's no way for me to get an artifact. Hell, we could draw 3. Okay.
You can Apotheosis too, so you can, I believe that gives the Cognition gives, I think, an additional
Yeah,
focus.
it'll be an
and
extra
the,
focus.
Yeah, and the Corruption, I think, also becomes cost 2.
All right. I think we're fine. I think we go for it. I don't know if I want a corruption.
That's fair.
Mostly thinking about, like, putting an expunger for 4 into the deck right now.
Also fair. You have a large amount of strength.
And it'll be even more. Okay. We got under 600, which is an important, like, stepping stone. Okay. Ooh! Ooh! Cards, huh?
Lot of powers. Also, Runic Spear does a comical high amount of damage right now.
Yeah. Because we have 4 focus still. Alright, got the ignite. I love seeing the dodge offset. Okay. Yeah, okay.
The one you were possibly going to dig up.
Yeah, that was what I was planning on digging for. I think I want that in hand because I don't want to play that next turn.
Oh, you don't want to give the heart free strength?
Ooh.
You can reduce the heart to 5 health this turn.
And then it'll die to the burn.
Oh no, you gained more orb slots, so it's harder to cycle those out.
Inspiration. Oh, right. That's the like buff your next card. So like, we do that, and then this gets like some extra damage. I'm gaining like a few points of damage.
That just wins. You can just play Backpack Smack and win.
Alright. So before we leave here, let's take a look at what we did end up having. This is pretty nifty. Like, if you just eat this, it comes back. And, like, this whole thing cares about exhausting through the distortion effects. Hey, Pot of Greed, how you doing?
It allows you to draw 2 additional cards from your deck.
Okay, this is actually very cute because it is a more balanced Pot of Greed. Because Amplify is not optional. So, like, you can't just use this as draw 2 freely because it'll burn 1 for the scry 2 or 3, which is an interesting way to, like, balance that out. Heat Engine was doing so much for us.
Heat Engine was absolutely the build around of this deck,
Yeah.
even with all the other stuff going on. Just gaining 2 strength every time you played a 2 cost was a lot.
Yeah, we have 17 strength. Like, and like, I think, yeah, 8 of that is from that 1 power. So, yeah, this one is really
Quarian Dryad was also pretty good at generating those.
Yeah, I think 8 of that is from Heat Engine. 8 of this is from Quarian Dryad. I think is how this ended up.
Yeah, because one of the decks is from a relic. You also have one, the Vajra and the Smooth Stone.
Yeah, so 8, and 1. So,
yeah.
but yeah, this one, you know, the knife, the knife here having like an exhaust, a copy, or like exhausted and then add a copy, so like it makes an exhausted card so that it does more distortion. We removed the subspace, but that's because I wasn't super heavy on this, but I can see how this can have some really heavy power to it.
For sure.
Prismatic is pretty great. Ah, I know this one. Allow me to ponder this. This one's also
this
cute.
This is truly pondering some orbs.
Yeah, this is quite cute. Thirst for Discovery?
I believe so, because Thirst for Knowledge actually has the guy drinking for
Yeah,
it.
and well, could be any sword.
Some kind of body and or mind.
But yeah, one of the things I adore on the design on this is just Sword and Dagger. This is a really good way to give you an off-color card without like giving without this. It makes it so this doesn't have to have a million discoveries. You know,
sort of like just full on, different color cards.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, it's a Shiv. A Shiv is off color, so it's straightforward.
This one's a little funky because like a lot of our cards exhaust that are off, but I see the vision. Royalty. I don't think we played. Well, we played some with Royalty. It took us a little while to get into what we were doing here. Royalty has this like money theme we can see, where like hired support lets you spend cash for energy, and like a couple things in combat that do it. Next turn, gain 3 temp strength and temp dexterity X times. Okay, so this is just your next turn is killing. That's cute. And the bunnies. This would have been a very powerful card for us. 2 cost is meaningful. Draw 2 is meaningful. Retain, yeah. This also had some pretty powerful stuff. It took us a while to get into the stance swapping bits of it, but just like the Explore Ruins pulled heavier weight than like it straight looks, just because like Glyph is very tiny, but if you have any focus at all, it scales very quickly. And also, cards that channel orbs are just kind of powerful, so Runic handing you those is nice. Also, heaviest played. This is very different than when we played with it. This, I think, had a pretty substantial redesign. I remember when we played with this, it had like shells that you would get in hand, and we were spending those. Here it has like this. Now we're on like a much more like vigor and a lot of powers going on in here. And did we see all of the? Okay, teleport bot. This is a fair way of doing this type of recursion. Because it's the bottom card of your discard pile, it's not going to just keep picking up the same card over and over again. Ends up being a free card. Snowballs. Alright, so Summoner Spell, Siege, Runic Artifacts, Royalty, Prismatic, Cosmos Command. Yeah, the Korean Dryad would say, like, Colorless, Watcher, Ironclad, like, all the... I suppose that specific pack gets way more powerful if we just, like, turn on more mods.
Oh, yeah.
For it to, like, add things in from. Like, just has a wider pool. Alright, so first things first. Pack filtering. We've got Summoner Spells. We've got Siege. We've got Runic. We've got Royalty. We've got...
Prismatic and Cosmic.
Oh, it passed Prismatic. There we go. Prismatic. And way up top, Command. And... That menu. Medieval Great Helm. From our Siege pack. Cosmos Command.
Oh, it lets you cosplay Venom a little bit.
Rainbow Gem. Royal Crown. Runic Circlet. And... and a Teemo hat. That's a good hat choice. Alright, that leaves, like, 2 and change as far as what's left in Packmaster here, so... There are more that get added, but we're beating that rate, so... Alright. That is going to be it for the Spire tonight. Thank you all for joining. Thank you, Doc, for jumping on in. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. I was cleaning up behind my oven, because I need to get rid of the old one, and I'm going to replace it with a new one. And I want to make sure that it's clean back there when I put a new one.
Right, makes sense. It's like the only time you're getting back there.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you all for joining. If you want to catch more, follow, subscribe, you get the cool skulls, cool slimes. Just sort of the normal week stuff. This Thursday again, Psych and I are going to be doing the second half of the Zexal, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Sealed Thunderdome that we've been doing. So that'll be another, I think, 8 rounds that we have for that. And then kind of the regular stuff throughout the week. So we're getting close to Questmas. That's going to be a week and change from here. So that'll be Thursday next week. Keep that in mind as well. So, all right. Thank you all for joining, everybody. Have a good night.